Hello and welcome to week 3. Our topic is the science of learning. I'm sorry, I'm looking off to the side. I'm trying to figure out if my dog needs to go outside or not. First of all, I apologize for the kerfuffle with the Mentimeter. It just doesn't want to share it in the way that I want to. So I'm going to put up kind of our answers here. If you were curious at seeing it, this is what it ended up looking at. Feel free to, pause here and look at what everybody else said. I see cold, frozen, and snowy on there. Definitely was not a warm week here in Minnesota. This week, hopefully this is going to work a little better. There's going to be a centering activity. Open it up here. You're going to go on a Jamboard that I've tested twice, so hopefully it is working correctly. Just double check that it's open to you guys. Yes, so if you get into one of these and it's not working, please let me know right away, because that means it's not working for everybody else and I need to pause so I can let my dog out. 1 second, please. All right, so what you're going to do on this is just put a sticky note on here, pick a color you like, and you're going to put your favorite meal. Something that if you had to go for it, you could have it, 3-4 times a week or more. Ranch and mozzarella sticks. And please make sure to sign your name. So that one, we wouldn't know who it's from because I messed up. You want to add an image in, you can do that. You can click image and just add an image of it in there. Just again, make sure you also add your name, the post-it stick, post-it note. If this is all full, there is a second page that you can put them on. So that is our fun little Jamboard activity. Housekeeping. So far, I've peeked at the discussions. They're all looking pretty good. Make sure you're keeping up to date on those. Grading should be up to date. I will start grading tomorrow, which is Sunday the 21st, into Monday and Tuesday for everything you've done. I have a slide here to answer all of our questions. And then there has been an update to Learning Teams 4 and 5. I've swapped 2 people to try to fit things a little bit better. One person was kind of misplaced. So if you are in Teams 4 or 5, please just double check moving forward. You have a different team member. All right, answers to the questions you guys have brought up this week. First of all, Professor Wendy Wolf kind of chairs this course, and she makes all the templates that the other professors use. I think there are 4, maybe 5 of us teaching this course right now. But all of your questions should go to me. If a video from her pops up, please let me know, as it means that the link to my video didn't update. So let me know that as soon as possible. Blackboard autofills from one of her old courses, so it has her videos probably from last fall or last summer, so it wouldn't even be up to date. If any link seems to be not working, like the Menti one was early last week, please email me right away. They're not always user-friendly on my end, and I don't use this stuff a lot at work since I work in a prison and we can't do this technology with our students. So I don't have a ton of practice outside of, 10 years ago and then Concordia at using this stuff regularly. So if I mess it up, please just let me know. I'm not going to be offended. I just want it to work right for you guys and for you guys to explore it, to decide if it's something that you could use with your students. Somebody asked if any of these projects are going to be kind of focused on what you can do for your capstone. The answer is not directly, unless you're focusing on using technology in a classroom. Then some of these things could come up as topics in your capstone. Another person asked for a schedule for the Concordia posted chats and other X chats. We are going to do 2 more through Concordia, one week 4 and one week 6. We haven't finalized the dates or times in those weeks. And there are other non-CSP hosted ones in the syllabus. So if you go to our syllabus, I went too fast. So go to our syllabus and scroll down to where it's talking about the Twitter/X chats. There is a whole little section under resources. The Twitter chat schedule is really good, and 10 Twitter chats for education. I didn't find this first one as useful, but these should still be up to date. They were there last fall. But for example, the Twitter chat schedule, you can search by day, and they have their topics on what they're talking about. Not all of them are education related. So for example, we have some health ones in here, but the 5 are not all going to be Concordia hosted ones. We're only doing 3. You don't have to attend any of ours. You could do 5 from others. That is 100% okay. And lastly, you can do either the X chats or AI. You don't have to do both. I recommend doing a little bit of exploration in both. But if you don't want to, you only have to do one of the 2. We added AI this semester as we know there are some issues with X, let's just say philosophically, and therefore we were looking at what else is up and coming in ed technology, and we landed on AI as it has really exploded in the last year or so. This week, got a couple of weekly readings. Make sure you look at the discussion prompts before digging in. So our discussion prompts for this week are about primacy, recency, and creativity. The creativity one, you have options on what to respond about. Make sure that you do one response to peers in each of them. If you can, try to make sure you respond to your learning team. That way we kind of just spread out the responses and make sure that everybody gets responded to. Assignment 1. This is your unit plan or a PD session or training. You're revamping something. This is not a paper. The way that you format it is 100% up to you. And this should be something that you can do or that you're going to use. After you post it, you are going to be providing feedback to your learning team members. A big part of this course is trying to work with people who have similar backgrounds, as similar as possible. I know that we're not all going to be in perfect groups, to really work with and build that kind of community of practice. Looking ahead, assignment 2 is a top 10 gallery walk. Effectively, in a nutshell, what you're going to do is you're going to go around and find 10 images that really speak to you about education, about the theme. Let's just pull it up. So the theme is like the concepts that you have explored. These ones are right here. You don't have to hit every single one of those themes, but those are the themes that you're going to focus on. You're going to try to find images that you will then put into a presentation, preferably on something you haven't used before. So if you use Prezi all the time, try one of the other ones. And these should be unique or personally created graphics. So you can find a couple that are, just a Google image search, but I much prefer if you are generating them yourself and then list in the works cited where they were created. I actually prefer if you just do a little citation right underneath the image. That makes it much easier to know where they're from. And remember, they should be unique. Here it says they must be unique to each learner. If you have one or two that aren't super unique to you, I'm not going to be too sad about that, but the vast majority or all should be created by you. And then you're going to do a text statement for each of the 10. No more than 3 to 5 sentences. Realistically, if you can do 1 or 2 on each image and how it connects or why you created it, that is great. This is really supposed to be like you're walking through a gallery looking at these images and just reading the very quick artist synopsis of them. You're going to do a link to the resource that inspired each concept. So there should be 10 links. And by resource, I usually mean an article or other reading that you did. And then you are going to do a quality discussion starter for 4 of your top 10 entries. So you need 4 discussion starters, preferably on the very last slide of your gallery. And then a closing statement. I'll discuss this more next week. This is, like I said, think of it as an art gallery where you are the artist and you are putting an artist statement under each image. And then you're actually going to try to guide a discussion on what this stuff means to you. 1 second. Now the dog wants to come back inside. And so that is the gallery walk that is due Saturday, February 13th. That is one that you can start working on as soon as you have finished your unit plan or PD session. And then our last big assignment is, again, either Twitter chats or the AI assignment. A couple questions that have come in on the Twitter chats is about screenshotting your participation if you need to send that to me. The screenshots will be part of the journaling activity for the assignment. You don't need to send them to me now. That is just kind of the best way to show that you attended at least 5 in your final assignment. Then, so I'll make this visible. For a response to me this week, just make sure that you do the food thing. My brain is completely blanking out on what it was called. The food jam board. So you got the food jam board this week, 3 discussion boards, which I am currently making visible to you guys. I'm sorry, my dog is hyper when it's cold. Sorry, there's so many interruptions today. 3 discussion boards. The assignment, which is posting a lesson plan or PD plan that you created / revised for this class. So utilizing some technology in it, please. And then the Jamboard. And hopefully I will have grades back to you with rubrics by, let's call it Tuesday this week, Tuesday the 23rd. Have a great week, everybody. I look forward to seeing everything that you do.